Look on page 54. Thought is the only power that can produce tangible riches from the formless substance. The stuff from which all things are made is a substance which thinks. A thought of form in this substance produces the form. Now you might want to read that 1,000 times, because it's light and it's heavy. Surface, it's deep. There's so much in that. Thinking is the highest function you're capable of. Really play with it. Play with it for a moment. Thought waves are cosmic waves that penetrate all time and space. Thought is the most potent form of energy there is. Thought is more potent than the laser beam. I'll give you an example of what thought can do. I was driving down I-75 with Harold Gash from Little Rock, Arkansas. We were both VPs at Nightingale Conant. And we had been on the road and we were a little weary, and we just landed and we were driving up to Executive Inn on I-75. He was driving the car. We had picked up a rental, and I was in the passenger seat just sort of leaning back and vegging. And I looked up in front of me, and there was all these puffy little clouds in the sky. And all of a sudden, I knew I could make clouds go away. I don't know how I knew it. I just knew it. It was something I just became aware of. So I picked a little cloud, and I focused, and it went away. And I didn't tell Harold what I was doing, and I picked another one, and it went away. I started laughing. He said, "What's the matter? What are you laughing at?" I said, "I'm making the clouds go away." He said, "Get out of here, Proctor." Well, I said, "Pick a cloud." So we agreed on a cloud, and I made it go away. Now, in the Executive Inn that we were at, you could drive up to it. It was like a hotel motel, and then you'd park right in front of your room and go in. Well, we went in and did whatever we had to do to get our stuff. And I sat outside, and I could hear him on the phone with his wife. He said, "You won't believe what this guy's doing. He's making clouds disappear." He said, "No, honey, no, he made a cloud." He said, "I picked the cloud. He got rid of it." Now, my son Brian's here. When he was just a little kid, I taught them to do it. They got bored. They got tired of doing it. Now, how many think I'm a little crazy? You see, quite a few of you. Do you know why? You're just not thinking. So you just say, "He's a little crazy." What is a cloud? A cloud is energy in an astral state. It was etheric. It moved into an astral state. What's the most potent form of energy? Thought. You send a charge of thought at that cloud, and you visualize, and you see that cloud getting fainter and fainter and fainter, and it'll go away. You could put a hole in it. You could turn it into a donut if you want. You don't doubt what lasers will do. Why would you doubt what your own thought can do? You can sit and clean out. I would start with little clouds if I were you, just practice, and you will see, and they'll go away. Now, it's good practice because it gets you to focus. It gets you to lock in. When we're talking about thought, we're talking about the highest function that you're capable of. You have thought transference. Somebody's a long ways away, or they may be next door. It doesn't make any difference because there's no time and space anyway. You can concentrate on them phoning you, and the phone will ring. I used to teach people in selling, if they had prospects, put them on 3x5 cards. And then sit and stare at the card and stare and actually see the person doing what you want them to do. If you've already been in and made a sales presentation, you want them to phone you and say they're going ahead. And that's what will start happening. It's thought transference. You're involved in thought transference all the time. You pick up the phone or something, somebody's on the line, you say, "Damn, I was just going to phone you." The phone didn't even ring. And you sound like this is really wild. It's very understandable. Now, you either thought of them or they thought of you, and the other person acted on it. It was just thought transference. You activate cells in their brain. Think of this. The only thing that can stop a thought is that which resonates with that thought. Now, I have a phone here. I have a number for this phone. If you send a signal to that phone, this phone will get it. If I send a signal to your phone will get it. I touch it, what happened? I shoot it off on a particular frequency, and you get the message. Well, you can do the same thing with your mind. It's just a transference of energy. You get talking to Kathy, she'll tell you about energy. She'll alter your vibration like that. If you have some mental problems, some health problems, she will do it absentee healing. Christian Science religion's been built on it for years. Most of them don't understand what they're doing, but that's what they're doing. You see? I want you to think. Thought is the only power that can produce tangible results from the formless substance. The stuff from which all things are made is a substance which thinks. A thought, a form in this substance produces the form. You see, to the average layperson, this sounds preposterous. You mean you paid to go to a seminar to listen and you believe that? That this is thinking stuff, you know? I mean, that's like talking to them in a different language. They don't understand. They've never studied this. They don't understand it. Put the average person down in front of a computer and take it all apart. How many could put it back together? Not very many. Now, there's quite a few relative to the masses. There's not very many. Some people think nothing of it. Some can rip cars apart. I remember a young guy lived across the road from us. He'd tear the car all apart. He'd have it all sitting in his basement. And he put it all back together again. Hell, I didn't even know how to change a tire, you know? Well, you can learn how to do anything.